6 huge Coronation Street spoilers in massive week for teen Lauren Bolton murder mystery. Troubled teen Lauren Bolton has disappeared without a trace, leaving behind a perplexing mystery in Coronation Street. I went to check on Lauren and she was gone. It was like she vanished into thin air. But what could have prompted Lauren's sudden disappearance, and why did she leave behind signs of a struggle? Lauren's troubles were mounting before she disappeared. Money worries, unwanted calls, and bruises hint at a darker reality. In a bid to alleviate her financial woes, Lauren turned to adult video sharing site, O-Vidz. But did this decision lead her into danger? As the community rallies to find Lauren, tensions rise and secrets begin to surface. But will they uncover the truth before it's too late? We won't rest until we find her. Lauren's out there somewhere, and we're not giving up. The disappearance of Lauren Bolton has sent shockwaves through Coronation Street, but with determination and courage, her loved ones are determined to bring her home. Blood is found in the flat. Bobby suggests that Scene, who's been thrown out of Eileen because of Dylan, his involvement in the bullying of Liam Connor, could consider renting Lauren's flat. Sean goes to have a look, and he's horrified to discover what looks like blood on the curtains. He tells Bobby and Carla, who head straight to the police station, to tell DS Lisa Swain what Sean found. Swain and Craig Tinker go to the flat to have a look for themselves, and the scenes of crime officers are called in to make a thorough examination of the flat. The case becomes a murder investigation. DS Swain gives a radio interview and says, in view of what was found at the flat, the police are now assuming that Lauren was murdered. After Socko are brought in to investigate, it's confirmed there's blood and also human tissue, Vicky Myers told us. Daniel's past comes back to bite him. Max Turner has long been suspicious that the secret boyfriend that Lauren often talked about could have been Daniel Osborne, and he questions Daniel about the tutoring sessions he gave Lauren. Daniel's answers fuel Max's suspicions because the dates don't add up. So Max heads off to talk to DS Swain and tells her he suspects that Daniel could have been the secret boyfriend. DS Swain talks to Daniel about his relationship with Lauren, suggesting she could have been paying him for her lessons with sex. Daniel is horrified, and even more horrified when Swain brings his past into it. His relationship with former sex worker Nikki Wheatley, and him getting into trouble for some questionable decisions in his teacher-pupil relationship with Summer Spellman, don't look good for Daniel. And realizing he's in trouble, he demands to see a solicitor. Attention shifts to Roy Cropper. While Swain is focusing on Daniel initially, she's also very interested to hear from Bobby that Roy Cropper was very closely involved with Lauren. He talks about how Roy gave the missing girl a job and helped her find somewhere to live. Even after he'd sacked her, he called around to the flat and gave her a final wage packet and a little bit extra. In fact, Roy was the last person to see Lauren. Roy's behaviour seems more suspicious after Bobby reveals that Roy was cleaning Lauren's flat after she vanished, even though he was only doing it as a favour to Evelyn. DS Swain goes to the cafe and questions Roy. Roy is the target of online trolls. After Roy's appearance in an appeal for information about Lauren's disappearance, he is targeted by vicious trolls. Carla reluctantly shows the messages to him. When Max wants to do another appeal and Susie from the Gazette arrives at the cafe hoping to record it, Carla and Nina warn Roy not to get involved because it will only make the online abuse worse. Roy is arrested on suspicion of murder. DS Swain arrives at the cafe and tells Roy she's arresting him on suspicion of the murder of Lauren Bolton. Carla and Nina can only watch on helplessly as he is taken away to the police station. While it's unthinkable to Corey fans that Roy Cropper could be suspected of such a thing, for DS Swain the evidence looks quite damning. With Swain, she's very much the victim's voice, so she's working at it from Lauren's perspective. Vicky Myers told us. She wants to know what's happened to her, and irrelevant to what anyone else says about this much-loved character on the street. She doesn't care about that. That's of no interest to her whatsoever.